Hi guys, so today I want to share another story with you. Today I want to talk about Lisa Vanderpump and Kyle Richards talk about their awkward run-in plus BravoCon news highlights. So if you guys missed it, this weekend was Bravo's event that they call BravoCon. And basically what it was, it's just a series of interviews with 77 housewives or fellow Bravo people that work for Bravo, and with the highlight of a grand interview at the very end on Andy Cohen's Watch What Happens Live. And it was really, really good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. If you're a true housewife fan, I think you would have enjoyed it. So let's talk about some of the highlights of that event. One of the highlights for me would be the Lisa Vanderpump and the Kyle so-called run-in. Okay, so now, according to Lisa Vanderpump, she said, I've seen her twice at Neiman Marcus, she's talking about Kyle, and at a restaurant last week. Now, according to Lisa, she was at a restaurant having dinner. She looked up, she saw Kyle approaching her. She said, she turned to the hostess and said, are you kidding me? She said, then we said hello. I said hello. I guess the two women said hello, and then Lisa said, it wasn't very friendly, okay? Kyle was asked the same question. She kind of had a different explanation. She said that it was very amicable, there was no awkwardness there at all, and it was very cordial. How could it be very cordial and awkward at the same time, people? Somebody's lying here, at least in my opinion. Somebody's lying, and I'm going to go with Kyle. I'm thinking it had to be awkward for Kyle, too. I mean, come on, let's just face it. A 12-year friendship thrown down the drain for absolutely no reason because Kyle wanted to be one of the group, in my opinion. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Kyle very much is over it. I think she wants to reconcile with her old friend. I think she doesn't know how to do it. I'm thinking Lisa's pretty much over the entire situation in a different way, as in she moved on. Like, okay, that's a part of my past. I'm over it. So I don't think both of the ladies are still lingering on to things. I think that Kyle wishes things turned out different. I think Lisa has truly moved on. And another reason why I say she's truly moved on, because she was saying that Andy had came to her house one time, and he was like, at some point, you have to come back. And she was like, no, I'm over it. I think that she's truly over it. But I think that if Andy pressured her enough, just kept bugging the hell out of her, threw something in it that she could benefit from, because, she's all about her business, and made it a safe environment where she's not going back to a bunch of bullies. I'm thinking people, maybe, she might return in time, but you have to give her time. And I'm thinking if Kyle really wanted to fix things, she really needs to have a real conversation with Lisa. Not hello, how are you? I mean, like, go up to Lisa and say, you know what? We need to fix this. And both women have to admit to some things that they did wrong. And that's the only way, in my opinion, that friendship would get back on track. But I don't really see it getting back on track. In the meantime, the good news is they don't have to work together. They're on totally different shows. And I'm going to watch Vanderpump Rules this season. It looks like it's really going to be good, guys. It really does. So let me go into some other things that I thought were highlights over this BravoCon weekend. Okay, a highlight for me would be Jill Zarin. She said that she is moving in with her boyfriend now, and that he asked, were they planning on getting married? She said, you would have to watch. Watch what? Does this mean you're going to be on New York this season? I don't know. I mean, what is she talking about? But it's going to feel weird for me because, I liked Bobby so much. Unfortunately, life has to move on, but I'm always going to miss Bobby. So that was a highlight. Another highlight would be that Lisa Rinna finally got a new hairstyle after 30 years. But you know what? I didn't like it. I just don't like Lisa Rinna, period. And I'm not trying to be mean about her hairstyle. It looks like she's trying to copy Dorit. She dyed her hair black, jet black, and it just looked like a horse tail hanging from her head. That's just me, Is that bad? Anyway, let's move on. Then there was Tom Sandoval, who came dressed in drag. It really pisses me off because he's even good looking in drag. He's just a good-looking guy, that Tom. Ditzy, but a good-looking kid. He really is. I like Tom a lot. Another highlight for me would be Kenya Moore. Okay, so no Nene, people, no Nene at the grand finale, just Kenya. But Kenya kind of she didn't make her, but Kenya had it out. The feud was between Kenya and Kelly Dodd, okay? So remember the whole Michael Rappaport interview when he kind of like was really mean to Kenya and dragged the hell out of her? Well, I guess Kelly had took Kenya's side. So one of the games that they were playing was called Settle This Beef, and Kelly Dodd actually apologized to Kenya. And I thought it was fascinating because nobody could get Crazy Kelly to apologize. I'm thinking Kenya needs to be a part of the cast now of the Orange County Girls because, she did the impossible, which is get Crazy Kelly to admit that she's crazy and apologize. So that was a highlight for me. Another highlight would be Tinsley. Oh, God. I really like Tinsley. She announced that she's back with Scott. Oh, God, why, Tinsley, why? Like, I cannot take these two. But that was a highlight, so I know to prepare myself when I watch this season of New York and that Scott's going to be back again. He'll probably be gone, by the end of the season. That's not shade. That's just truth. Another highlight was the girls of Potomac. They brought Gisele and Ashley. I didn't want to see those two. I wanted to see Monique and Candace. So now they're really trying to make me wait for the season to premiere before I get to see what's really going on between those two. But another highlight was Gisele and Ramona. Ramona refused to take a picture with Gisele. Andy wanted to see if he could settle the beef, and Ramona said no. Ramona really is a jackass, people. I mean, as a matter of fact, she was at the center of that game, squashed this beef because she had a beef with everyone. She had one with Dolores, and for some reason she felt it for the same thing, not taking a picture with her. She felt the need to apologize to Dolores, but not Gisele. Okay, whatever, nutso. Ramona's a real nut job. Okay, another highlight would be the girls from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. First of all, Jackie's big 80s hair was giving me life. I don't know why I liked it. Margaret said she would never make up with Danielle. You know what that means. It's going to be an interesting season. And then Melissa said she would never want Carolyn Manzo back on the show. I loved it. Okay, and then one of the best parts was just, for me, Ramona being in the hot seat. Ramona is really a jackass. Now, I know she has her fans out there, but you guys have to admit, like, she's just as nuts as Kelly Dodd. And these two being best friends, I mean, wow. I mean, you couldn't pick two more nuts to be friends. I mean, they need their own spinoff called, Nutville, USA. And then the final highlight would be Andy finally addressed the Kim Zolciak rumor. The rumors are that she's pregnant. He actually just asked her straight out, and she said no, that she isn't pregnant. But you know what, people? Yes, a woman's weight does go up and down. So you should never criticize them for that. But Kim really looks pregnant. I'm wondering if she's pregnant and just not ready to tell anyone, or if she had some kind of miscarriage or something, because I've been pregnant 2 times, and I know when I see a pregnant belly. I mean, there's a difference between a baby in a belly and a burger in a belly. And just to me, she really does look pregnant. And I'm not the only one. That's why Andy had to address the rumor, because those are the rumors. Okay, you guys. Those were the highlights of last night's BravoCon. What I want to know today in the comments section is, what were your favorite highlights? And let's talk about this Kim Zolciak thing. Am I just being a jackass by saying Kim looks pregnant, or does she really look pregnant to you guys? Also, if you like this video, please don't forget to click that like button. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.